Hello. Welcome to Art Hours. Because I got shit to do. I didn't grab my phone. Where the fuck did I put that? Wait a minute. Hello. Where did I put my... I just started it. I might have to immediately leave, actually. Where did I put my phone? Just baffled. Also, such ominous music. Oh, hello. Where the fuck? Huh. How much? Oh, I see it. Wait a minute. No, it's fine. I see it. It's on the other side of the room. Don't mind me for a second. Alright, there we go. I forgot I was charging it, so it was hidden in my bed. Anyway, hi! We're working on art. I don't know how much I'll actually, get done tonight in this stream, but I have technically 3 things I can work on. I have this, which I started lining. I have the Twitch emotes, which I sketched, but haven't done yet. And then, if I somehow get through all of that tonight, I'll also start lining Dee Dee's reference. Gonna be productive, knock some shit out. That's a lot. I mean... I'm not gonna try and finish all of it, I just mean, that's the stuff that I have set up that I can work on. As I've acknowledged recently in a recent comic I made, I have so much shit I'm making all of the time. There's more. There could be so much more. But... it's not like I'm trying to finish all of it, it's just stuff I can work on. So... yeah. Me too, to be honest. Make another. I'll make more. Don't worry, Jason. Just for you. Also, I think I might actually have my Spotify thing working. So I usually don't have that up down there because it's too much of a pain in the ass, and it always freezes on me in the past. But theoretically, I think I have it done up in a way that'll be agreeable to OBS/Spotify, so... now I can see what songs from what soundtracks are playing. And I can do that too, I can just glance over and just see what the fuck is playing, in case some weird anime bullshit happens again. Because AI's soundtrack is a trip. Seems to be working fine, fingers crossed, yeah. I just know anytime I've tried it in the past, it always, froze eventually. It didn't always last that long. So, but, I don't know. I think it's fine. But yeah, I'm just working on illustrations and stuff. Chillin'. This illustration is a remake of this piece, cause, it's not even that old, I don't think. Casually goes to check how old it is, but I don't even think it's that old. God, can I find the original file, or am I gonna have to check social media? Because it's so much easier for me to usually just check social media. I'm assuming it's 2021, mid-year? I want to say it was around June or July. So much shit. It takes so long to load. Let me move you over here. Where the hell? Anyway, I made it sometime, I think in 2021, like mid to late 2021. It might even be newer than I think it is. But it just did not come out that good. I was gonna use it as something for, so I had like a nicer, newer illustration. Yeah, no, I still haven't like come up with a piece for the character I want to draw with that yet, but I do have it there. Ah, there it is. It's from, it is almost a year old, because it was drawn in May. So, it is older than I thought it was, actually. It's a few months, it's about 10 months old, let's say. So anyway, I drew this a while ago, I suppose, and wasn't a huge fan of how it turned out. Like, didn't hate it, didn't love it. There were some, like, bits of it I liked, like the neon colors and stuff like that, but I just felt it was boring and stuff like that, so I randomly, upon looking at it again for a reason I don't remember, I think I just stumbled across it. I was kind of like, huh, I would love to, like, redraw that and make it more visually interesting. Mostly because I think my thing I didn't like the most of it was, like, CJ, which just looked really fucking boring in it. That's the they. Oh, that means in a dark color. The they is CJ. Yeah, they didn't look that interesting or anything. So I was like, I could try posing with this a bit more. I've been trying to do that more recently. Do stupid poses and everything. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll redraw this and try and push the framing and the poses a lot, you know? So that's what I'm currently doing now. I definitely like his expression a bit more. I feel like, I don't know, I enjoy his expression a bit more. Feels a bit more exaggerated. Don't look at the hands too closely. I didn't actually put a lot of effort into them, which it may or may not be obvious, but it's also, like, proportionally, they're not perfect, and I like this a lot more than than the old one, though, so I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll do the same lighting thing, where it was, like, dark light contrast and everything like that. I might just make it neon instead, but I don't know. I'll decide as we go. You think I think things out when I draw? You'd be fucking insane. Oh, I need to switch back to this. Because I hate hands and I want to be able to watch myself draw this live. Know if something looks stupid in advance or not. Man, sometimes I'm sad that Twitch nerfs me from listening to other music. Because, like, there's some days where you're just like, I want to listen to something with lyrics in it. But you can't do that on Twitch. Because you'll die. So, video game OSTs it is. Which, to be fair, there's some bops in there that have some lyrics, like my Persona songs and such. But, you know what I mean? You get the brain worms for specific, like, certain kind of music or something. Can't fucking listen to it, though. DMCA said no. God, I've been thinking about okay. Very jumping thoughts today, I think. Very, very talky and jumping all over the place, so apologize if that's annoying, but I'm just gonna be switching topics a lot, I think. Feels like it's one of those days. I've been thinking a lot about Omori recently, because there's, one or two streamers I follow who I've seen, like, going through it and streaming it, and I listen to the music from it almost daily, so I'm just like, I don't know. Good game. It's I haven't revisited it. I never played it myself, so when I say revisited, I don't mean replay, but I haven't, like, gone back to it in any sense, but I wanted to do an art study of it at some point. Oh god, I'm having fucking flashbacks from this fucking song. But I wanted to go and do, like, a study of Omori at some point. I don't know if I'll do pixel art or, like, the actual illustrations, but I don't know. I want to look at Omori again at some point. Funky game with a funky style. God, fucking flashbacks from this song. Fucking hate Oda. Fucking hate him so much. Oh, I am on the wrong layer. What did I... don't know how I managed that, but okay. If Iris didn't exist, he would be worse. What do you... Oh, he'd be the worst. Okay. I thought you were gonna say that if Iris didn't exist, Oda would be a worse person, implying that Iris made him a better person, and then I reread it and understood what you actually meant, but I was about to be like, what do you mean he'd be a worse person without Iris? He'd objectively be so much better. His true potential. I mean, that would be funny. Fuck Oda. Yeah, Oda is not the worst character. I don't even think... Okay, wait, no. Sorry. Iris is the worst character in the game. I got two thoughts crossed. Iris is the worst character in the game, in my opinion, currently. From, like, just a character enjoyment standpoint. I don't mean morally. But, like, yeah, just in general. Hate Iris the most as it stands. Oda's not even my least favorite character besides Iris. It's not like she's the worst and he's a close second. I like Oda more than I like most of the cast. Just because he's interesting. There's just objectively cast members that are just not interesting. Not to sound like an Oda sympathizer, but he's not one of the, he's not, like, in a general scale of existing, he is not one of the worst characters in that game. You excited to finish the game this Friday? I do not think we're finishing it this Friday. I mean, we could. I just don't think it'll be, like... Here's the thing. Either we're gonna finish it fine, like, within the 6 hours, which is generous. We don't always do 6 hours of AI, but, like, if I'm being generous, let's say, and we do, like, a 6-hour AI stream, which, no idea if that'll happen. I kind of want to try and start early on Friday, just to cope with the fact we might try and finish the game this week, but either way, I don't know if we'll finish it, because either we'll do a 4-hour session and do, like, a shorter session next week where we actually finish it, or we will actually get it done in, like, a 6-hour session, so to speak. I don't know, here's the thing, playing AI, I don't know why those streams always turn out so long, but they do. Like, I'm always like, yeah, I'll stream, like, I don't know, maybe 8 to 12, and then it'll be 4 hours, and then, like, half the streams of AI have been like, oh, they're 6 hours long. It is now 2 in the morning. How did we get here? It's because we get invested. Yeah, I don't know about you, Paul. I don't know if you watch the clock and dread every minute of it, but I really lose track of time playing AI. It's because it's a visual novel that reads itself, so it's pretty, like, it's not very stressful to play. It doesn't take a lot out of me, so I just, like, turn my brain off, and it's like, ah, yes. Dopamine injections, or whatever the fuck. Ah, yes, serial killing and brain swapping and whatever the fuck we were talking about after the last stream, Paul. Yeah, he's either just so good we get invested, or in Iris's line, we just want to get it over with. Yeah, basically. So bad. Like I was talking to Michael about this on the Grandia stream, I was just like, it's like it was a joke route that they didn't fully commit to making a joke, so it's just boring and bad. It just, like, if they played it up a bit more, or something like that, or, like, had it go anywhere, or, I don't know. I didn't like it. I just don't like Iris, which I think is where a lot of our irritation came from. We just don't like her as a character. But if they played it up a lot more, I feel, and, like, made it a bit stupider, and, like, had Aiba continue to be, like, the figure of, like, wow, you're both fucking crazy, or something, like, it could have been a bit more enjoyable. But they played it too straight. And it's just, like, Aiba, of course, was like, oh, yeah, you guys are being stupid. But for the most part, it was played completely seriously, and I was like, okay, this is, it's not a good time, guys. Damn, we're getting a lot of Omori songs, huh? I guess I summoned them. I love going over a sketch knowing I drew the line, like the lines for said sketch in the span of like 2 milliseconds. It's just like, yes, I remember how I drew these like circle things, like, just so fucking fast and loose. I just did not care. You see more of Iva just roasting the fuck out of them? Yes. Surely play 999 after AI if you're down. There's some insane shit in that game. Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. Like I said, I tried to do a run of 999, and I liked it. I like 999, so like it's not like this one experience I had is like, oh, I'd never want to play it because of this. I just find it amusing that I played it. I played it at like, fuck, I don't know, 15. I don't know. I don't remember how old I was when baby me was emulating things, but I was emulating some DSi and DS games. I remember playing through Phoenix Wright by myself, the first one at least. Shit like that. No, I did get through... I don't remember... No, that was the first game, because Emma and Lana, or Layla, or whatever, are the DLC for the first game, I think. So I beat the entire first game, at the very least, by myself, too, of Phoenix Wright, but... yeah. 999 on Steam has voice acting, if I remember correctly. I didn't even know it was on Steam, I'm gonna be honest. I casually pulled it. Nice thing about being, like, left-handed is that I can draw with one hand and then use my phone with my right hand. Just because everything is so right-hand centric. 999 Steam. Didn't even fucking know it was on Steam. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, it totally is. Nah. There we go. Is it a collection or is it just the first game? Oh, it's the series I'm looking at. Fuck the series. I don't want all of them. I just want the first one. Damn it, I think I have to get all of them. Disgusting. I mean, to be fair, if this is a pack of all of them, that's actually a pretty good price. Can you just get one? I think you can. I think I just found the listing for it. Ah, never mind. I think maybe it is a collection. Oh well. You can take a gander at it, Paul. Again, I'm using mobile, and that's not always reliable, so... I feel like playing AI in 999 is just a slippery slope in being asked to play Danganronpa. Don't know why my brain tossed that at me, but I felt like it was worth sharing with all of you guys. That feral thought. It's the gateway drug. You'll be fine. I mean, to be fair, I have access to at least the first Danganronpa. So, I could. Don't particularly want to, but I could. Playing AI is, however, slippery slope than playing 999 because they're written by the same person. Yes. It is a more literal slope. Oh, that's the wrong... Why are you size 6? I don't want that. Okay, so... Yes. What is your news, friend? From what I'm looking at on Steam, yes. have to buy the collection that comes with the second. Yeah, that's what I thought I was looking at. Yeah, so I would have to commit to spending $30 odd. So, damn, fucked up. Guess we're emulating it. Why pay $33 for a game I can emulate and a second game that I don't want when I can just emulate the DS version? Tragic, because we lose voice acting and higher quality images, of course, but also, fuck them for doing that. What if I want to play the game by itself? They really brought it upon themselves, honestly. We could wait until it goes on sale. Fair. Depends on how desperate I am to play 999, I suppose. Which, the answer is probably not that desperate. Man, I don't know. No, I do remember last time I drew CJ. I was just thinking about that. When was the last time I drew them? Yeah, I drew Riley recently, too. For a double. But yeah, no. Last time I drew the Rebound Trio was, like, just a messy illustration I did with them in a mock photo thing. Didn't like that either. I was getting used to my newer way of drawing and like how I finish pieces now with the white highlights and stuff like that. So I was basically a test for that rather. Tragically, every time I draw these kids, I either love the art I draw them in, or I really don't like it. There's no in between. A tragic fate for the Blorbos. You know what? Am I gonna be lazy about this? Maybe I will be a little lazy. Work smarter, not harder, kids. I can be a little lazy as a threat. Cool! It's like being lazy as a treat, but you choose violence instead. As a threat. Whichever works for you. Threaten them like you will be lazy and they will like it. Ah, yes, of course. Ah, shit, my tea's almost empty. I thought I had more tea than this. Lame. Oh no, I have no tea. Fuck that tea. That was awful. What the fuck? Oh, God. That was so bad. Why was that one mouthful so bad? Ugh. Sorry, I didn't mean to gag directly to the mic, but fuck, that was awful. Are either of you two tea drinkers? Can I possibly convey, like... Oh, fuck, that was awful. Like, I left the tea bag in, which isn't great to do, because for certain kinds of tea, if you let them sit, they just get bitter. But I usually never had that problem with, like, black tea. It's an Earl Grey. So, it's not a brand I usually have, though, so... it was sitting there, and I was like, oh, yes, of course, my tea. And I fucking took that last, and I shot that last mouthful back thinking, ah, yes, delicious tea, and it was so bitter. Oh, fuck, that was nasty. Bad tea. Fucking disgusting. Oh, some bad tea. Some bad tea. Tasted good otherwise, but it got bitter as hell. Man, did either of you guys see that Start Again got announced officially? I think it's called, like, Through Stars and Time now or something like that. It got renamed, but, like, it got its official, like, announcement preview stuff coming out now. It's not coming out till 2023, but... So it's not dropping this year, but, like, its stuff came out. Its promo material kind of dropped finally. So that was nice. Also, Tink got funded. Tink got funded too. Many demos that I've played on this stream have now been funded and or announced formally. And that's pretty cool. So Tink got funded. Tink is now 110% funded. And let me pull it up on my Twitter real quick for Start Again. I think it is called Through Stars and Time now or something like that. But Armor Games is publishing it. So I heard about that it got picked up and everything ages ago. But I hadn't seen anything about it. And just... where is it? Sorry, it's called In Stars and Time, not Through Stars and Time. But it has a Twitter now. It is on Steam. There's like a new demo trailer thing that has like the updated visuals and like showing more of it off and everything like that. The new art looks really fucking nice. It's basically the old art, but finished. Like, if the old art was sketches, this is the rendered versions kind of thing. Still the grayscale color palette and everything, but there's, like, some more little animations showing some new art and assets and different stuff like that, which is really, really rad. I'm keeping a close eye on Day Night. I have eggs in too many baskets, so, like, every day I check my Twitter to see if something's got an update. And I got two of them pretty close back to back, because Tink got funded yesterday morning, and then Start Again got announced and put up this afternoon. And then there's also Date Night, which is chugging away towards its last, I think, 10% or so of funding right now. But yeah, lots of good news. Date Night looks like it's going well. Tink got funded. And Start Again got more news. So that's pretty cool. We love to see it. It's on 80%? Oh, I thought it was way less. I know they only need like a couple thousand more. I don't know what percentage that is, but they need like a couple thousand more. So I figured it was close. No, 88, I just looked, so it is gay. Okay, yeah, I thought it was pretty close to 90. I remember our Start Again streamer, as we call it, Start Again Prologue. Yeah, now it has a much shorter name. It is now just called In Stars and Time. Love that game. Yeah, no. Very, very happy to see more news on it and stuff like that. Do you plan to stream it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do plan to stream it. Same with Tink. Tink's gonna come out someday and I plan on streaming it. Startigan's gonna come out someday and I'll plan on streaming it. Same with Date Night. I need to remember to back Tink before its campaign ends because it was one of those things I just kept procrastinating. But I want to back it so I can get a copy of the game when it comes out. Did I perhaps join you for that since I was there for the demos? I mean, yeah, sure. I like it more the day night, but unfortunately I don't have cash monies in my account. Yeah, I feel that. Gotta focus funds elsewhere, you know? God, Silent Hill 3's soundtrack, I feel, doesn't have the right to slap as hard as it does. I mean, it does, but, you know, I just really like the fucking songs from it. Trying to put some in. God. Man, if everyone has, like, a fictional, like, character or property that they're way too attached to despite, like, for no good reason. Like, you know, like, sometimes you just see a character and you're like, with no relation to the media that they're from, you're like, fuck, I really like them. Mine's definitely Heather Mason. I don't know why the fuck I like Heather Mason so much, but I fucking love her. I did have a bit of a Silent Hill kick, but directly only because I give a shit about Heather Mason. It's if it goes past Silent Hill 3, I don't care. Shut the fuck up, I don't care. 1, 2, and 3. I know about 4, never saw a playthrough of it because no one wanted to play it. And I mean, I've seen Shattered Memories. Homecoming, Downpour, and Shattered Memories. I was trying to remember their fucking names. I've seen those too. I guess really 4 is the only one I haven't actually really seen Jack all for. Because an old Let's Play group that I watched literally played all the other ones. Except for that one. But yes. Enjoy Heather Mason. Drew so much art of her at one point. Would love to redraw some of them because they were fun designs, but just occasionally I'll go through old art and see my Heather Mason stuff and I'll be like, fuck, maybe I should draw her again. Assorted Blorbo. Blorbo from my games. God, I need to sit down someday and force someone to watch the Silent Hill movies with me. I think it's funnier if they know Silent Hill, but it's also funny if they don't. Because then they get to ask, is that from the games? And I get to go, no. Or alternatively, yes, but only from Silent Hill 2. This is a movie about Silent Hill 1. Me with Leon Kennedy, Resident Evil. Don't know what a Resident Evil is, but Leon is so funny. Hope nothing bad happens to him. Honestly, the exact same thing. Love Heather Mason from Silent Hill. Love Leon Kennedy and Claire from Resident Evil. Know jack all about what's going on with them, though. They're fighting a Nemesis or something. I don't know. I don't play the games. All I know is that Leon Kennedy's great. There are goons in it. Just went on a random BMC kick last night. Like, oh, don't look at my old BMC art. Fuck it. God. Old art. Icky. Gross. The beast is mnemonic in nature. It's like old too. It's not even like semi-old. It's like old. No, I love it. You cannot stop me. See, this is how you get me to redraw things, is like, corner me while I'm redrawing something and bring up other old art. I'm like, oh god, I should redraw that too. I literally, wait a minute, let me open my, where's my file explorer? I literally now, every month, have a folder specifically of stuff to redraw. Oh, I did put Heather in there. Hey, look, there she is. Yeah, so if you look in this folder, I have stuff that I want to redraw. Currently, I'm redrawing the CJ one right now, and I have a bunch of other old stuff of various ages to redraw. I definitely grabbed a lot of my fan art where I was just like, I want to redraw these, or like, same concept, new art kind of thing. One of these is a completely unfinished sketch, this one here, that I never fucking finished. So, you know, but some of these I just want to redraw again. So I have a folder for that now. So if I ever, like, want to draw but don't have any particular, inspiration, I could do that. Hey, you should put some BMC shit in there. I'm gonna forget to do it later, I know that, but I can't stop in the middle of a stream right now and just look through old art and dig something out to redraw, because otherwise, like, I gotta have, So I'm just thinking about opening my old 2019 art folder and just, dying inside, sorry. So my youngest brother plays Silent Hill 2 for an hour once, and there's the part where the static sounds really loudly to dictate there's a scary about to happen, but not yet, and all he said was, where's the alien? I'll remind you. Oh, gee, thank you. Was your brother playing Silent Hill, or was he playing the hit PS2 X-Files game? The world may never know. Oh, hey, Fulbright. I will remind you, and this is the threat. Thanks! I'll look through my old art later and cry. I haven't actually looked at any of my, like, older stuff, like, what I consider old, which is, like, 2019 and older. Like, as I've mentioned here or there before, I don't have a lot of my older art files, because I've lost many a laptop in my lifetime, and I'm not always able to save the files when they die, so I only have 19 and pre-20, I only have, like, 2019, 2018 stuff, more or less. Maybe some sparse late 2017. I've never actually looked at the dates on everything. It's hard to pinpoint a lot of it, because my computer didn't save the actual dates of creation properly. They all say they were made in 2020, which is not correct. That is when I transferred them. But I don't actually have proper data on everything, but I have a USB thing for it now. If we pop it open real quick, I have a thing, you know, this bitch, and I have 2019, 2020, and you can't see that. God damn it, chat box, useless piece of shit. Yeah, I have 2019, 2020, and 2021 art. I moved all this stuff. See, 2020, I got smart and started organizing by, like, at least by month. 2019, pre-2020, yeah, I labeled 2019, I'm actually sure. 2018, so there's 2018 stuff in here. So it's just various pre-2020 stuff, I guess. But, like, I didn't sort anything by month, as you can see. It's all just loose. Like, I don't understand why I did that. Young me was really bad at art preservation. Fucking me in 2015 would just delete old files. I would just draw, and then something would get, like, fucking sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'd draw something in 2015, wait like 4 months, and then I would just delete the files for no reason. Like, it wasn't like my hard drive was full or anything. Just baby me would just for no fucking reason be like, ew, and delete it. So, like, art preservation is a nightmare for my timeline. If it wasn't for the fact that I posted stuff on social media, I would not have track of anything pre-2017. Fuck, I don't even think I have that much pre-20... No, I would, wouldn't I? When did I make my Tumblr? I don't know, like, my Tumblr is my archive. Like, that's the best I got. I left for 2 seconds because we're doing this now. Nah. I mean, me too. I assume that's the norm for newbie artists. You think? Okay, I just thought I was crazy. Like, it just, to me now, in retrospect, it seems like such a fucking weird thing to do, you know? Like, I don't need a long archive of 2014 art. Just wild, because some artists are like, ah, yes, here's something I drew 10 years ago. And I'm like, I'm just impressed you have it? Because I don't? Just insane to me. And my art still do, honestly, wouldn't want to look at it again. I don't preserve my art much either. Like, I don't think it's important to me, unless it's OC art, because then it's like, ah, yeah, look how far they've come. Yeah, no, I feel that, yeah. To be fair, art preservation even now isn't super important to me. It's just kind of like a side effect of posting stuff online. You know? Like, only since 2020 have I done anything for the sake of art sorting or, like, keeping track of it kind of thing. So I don't think it's a must for me either, but I don't know. Just baffling to think that at one point I would just scoop up all my art from that month. And that was back when I drew, like, a lot. So maybe, like, that was also a factor. I just drew so much shit that I didn't think it was important. And I would just burn it. Ugh. I don't know. Wild thinking about baby Evan art habits. It's stupid. Stupid kid. Haha. I laugh at him and his stupid things he thought when he was younger. I still want to purge my Tumblr. I lost a lot of stuff when I got new computers. Yeah, my computers would just, like... I have a really bad luck with computers just breaking on me. Like, notoriously, I would just... There was a year where I lost 3 laptops. Like, at that point, you think it would be me, but really just God said, no, I'm gonna make you spend so much fucking money, you dumb piece of shit. But, like, yeah, no, so, like, I've just gone through a lot of laptops and didn't really have external storage until, like, recently. So, I kind of just lost a lot of shit. Gone into the void, yes. Can't even do that. I purged my DeviantArt account once because who the fuck remakes accounts? Honestly, fair. Completely and utterly fair. And delete my old art Tumblr. Goodbye. These ghost things are very cute, by the way. Thank you. I want them to be very cute. Just funky little dudes. Blows kiss to a ghost. This ghost blush. They do a little blush. I was gonna actually give them all, I'm gonna give them all different expressions, so maybe that one will blush, I don't know. Perhaps. I'll get rid of that, though, because I put it on the same layer. By the way, I almost died again at D&D this past week. Whoa. I almost died. Yes. We love hearing about near-death D&D experiences here. It was wild and completely avoidable. That's my favorite kind of D&D near-death experiences. Would you like to hear what happened? Well, I can't say I'm not curious. Always fascinated to hear about your near-death D&D experiences. Okay, so, story time. Fuck yes. Try and sneak past 2 flesh golems. Strong opening! Flesh golems are fucking a nightmare. I remember I looked at their stat block once for, totally normal reasons not related to being a DM. At the time. But yes, I remember I looked in the flesh golems once and they were fucking horrifying. I hate the art. I hate the art for most D&D creatures, but I remember flesh golems in particular are pretty nasty. Should I be afraid? I mean, it's in the past, so no, you should not be afraid. You could have been afraid. Not anymore. What makes it Robot makes it fine. The bird makes it fine. I tried to sneak, rolled shit and failed. Uh-oh. Did these two golems just turn around and start beating you up? I just realized I've been using the wrong fucking size line art brush this entire goddamn time. Ugh, I hate it here. For fuck's sakes. If I try and cheat, will it look bad because it's a textured brush? Let's see. Let's see if I can get away with cheating, and if not, I'm gonna have to fucking reline these ghosts so they're the right fucking thickness. These ghosts are not thick enough. So if I can just cheat and not ruin the line texture, I'm gonna cheat, but like... Come on, man. Ugh. Ugly. Not the best. Well, I can live with it. Just because I don't want to have to redo that. Anyway. No, worse. Hubie. What a very D&D paragraph. In a panic, my character, who by the way now has no armor because it all rusted off due to magic and now is all squishy, casts Rope Trick, climbs up the rope and into a pocket dimension to get away. All fine and dandy, right? Wrong. That is quintessential D&D. Something about that, just, yep. Context does so much of the legwork for everything you just said. You know, climb a rope into the pocket dimension that I made. Don't worry about it. Anyway. What the fuck ever goes in the Flying Dutchman dimension. Absolutely. Something about D&D is never fine and dandy. Correct. We're in a trickster god temple. Of course it wasn't going to be that easy. This isn't my home. This isn't my house. Don't end up in my safe pocket dimension. Come on, ghost. Good enough. This one. Instead, end up in a room full of corpses. Again, a strong opener. Jesus Christ. The room has no doors or windows either. Did you just rope trick out? I would assume that would be the solution. It's just a rope trick out of there again. Or pretend to be a body. That could also work. It immediately started its attack. I couldn't. Is rope trip? I might. Does your DM force you guys to do casting time and stuff like that? Is that where you got fucked? I'm too used to playing in campaigns where a lot of the time we say fuck that, so. How long is rope trick? I might also not be thinking of the right spell when I think of rope trick. It only takes 6 seconds. Wild. Anyway, continue. I've never had a caster who can use rope trick before, so I wasn't actually that familiar. Ah, casting time. Yeah, it's not something I made you guys worry about that much, neither does my DM. Unless it's, like, unreasonable. But most of the time, with casting time, you just do a time skip anyway. In most casual scenarios, you just skip the time needed and skip to when the spell starts working. Rope trick would have just sent me right back into this room anyways. Oh, Sorry, my DM, like, D&D brain's kicking in, where now I'm, like, trying to logic out this puzzle that you've already solved. Where I'm just like, I wonder how, okay, so if rope trick doesn't, you know, it's like, oh, well, that makes sense because it is the extra dimension. It replaces your normal dimension. So theoretically, you just gotta survive until rope trick disperses, because then it throws you out of the original portal again. You know, sorry, D&D brain go burr. I'm a problem solver. D&D walkthrough. I'm a DM's nightmare. I overthink everything. So either I get myself completely in the wrong direction, or I solve a problem instantaneously. Use my reaction to use my staff of pythons. You just threw a snake at it. You're like, just threw a fucking snake at it. My D&D brain hasn't been used in a bit. Fair enough. But then I'm grappled in this giant monster tentacles and she starts throwing me around and get down to 10 HP. I keep failing oh no. I tried to use my Pipes of Haunting to make it frightened, but it made it saving throw, making it immune for 24. Oh. Ollie, every time you come to me with a D&D story, I always get so excited to listen because without fail, every single time you've told me a story like this, it's always just like a series of events perfectly destined to get to the end result, which is usually something very bad, like you dying, or in this case, almost dying. Like, it's just it is a straight downward, like, spike into the abyss, like. Oh, it keeps going. But wait, there's more. But I get out and fucking bolt away. Understandable. I guess I need a reference for CJ, don't I? Let's see. I read your references, right? No. Where the fuck are my character references? Oh, wait, there we go. CJ. There we go. Trying to figure out the best course of action, and guess what my fellow party member decides to remind me now and not earlier. Oh no. Did you have a MacGuffin that would have saved you? And also remind me that I have a god possessing my brain through my staff of pythons, giving me the power to turn invisible. I've had this the entire time. We love forgetting our magic items / abilities. It's quintessential D&D. Negating the need to sneak in front of the goals. I love that for you. Sometimes having D&D desk can be triggered to people forgetting they have certain skills or items. Oh, yes, yes. Absolutely. I turn invisible until my python turns back into a stab monster, loses me a fucking course, and just lays down like a big puppy. So now I'm still stuck in this room full of rotting corpses. Good lord. Not to interrupt you, Ollie, but I have to ask, what were your party members doing during all of this? Like was this just like a solo adventure you were just doing in the background? Was this the main thing happening until you got back to your party? Like, just out of curiosity. Like, were they just sitting there, like, having crossed past the flesh golems, were they just sitting there like, oh, well, they'll probably come back eventually. They were exploring without me. Okay. Please continue. Apologies for the interruption. I'm still reading this, by the way. I'm just kind of watching it come in now as you're sending this. So I flip a coin. Fucking, oh my god. Boom, I get teleported out of the room and back to the very beginning of the temple. But so does the monster. Dude, your DM hates you. That or you found the boss to the dungeon. It's like one of the two, you know? I mean, yes, he is my brother. Ah, I see, that was your first mistake. He's doing a campaign around the book of never tries to escape portals and they get sent there. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But guess what would have happened if I flipped the left lever instead? Oh, do tell. Just guess. Okay. Okay, if flipping the right lever is what got you out of the room, I'm gonna say flipping the left lever would have made you a corpse, just like all those other corpses that were in there. Something would have killed you. Technically, yes. Okay. Look at that, folks. I'm not completely wrong. Would have essentially opened up the D&D version of a magic black hole. Uh-huh. Good song. Good motif. Oh, fuck, what color was his braces? Did I put that? I did put CJ's brace color. Thank God. Shout out to Past Me for thinking of stuff like that. Killing everyone and everything anywhere near it, including the whole party. Total party. Wow. That's, wow. That's a lot. Which... I gave him red in this one. So I guess I'll give him red again. For Ghost. All because I forgot I could turn invisible. Tragic. Yeah, I constantly reread my character sheet just so I don't forget about stuff I can do. And even then, I don't always use stuff I could use. Like, as a bard, if you get high enough level, you eventually get counter charm. I am religiously making sure I remember that I have counter charm. Mainly because we're in a campaign where it seems like charisma is a big strength of our big bads. So, I'm just kind of like, I want to make sure I have counter charm on the ready. Let's see. Zoned out for half a second. And then the fucking Iris' song kicked in and it brought me back. I was like, oh god, fuck. This makes me think of Sonic music, like Sonic Adventure Chow music, without fail. Fight or flight. Absolutely. I don't like if I like them with the darker curls or not. Like I do, but I don't really want to change my line art color. I do like them with the darker curls. I'll just do something else about it. Let's see. Oop. There we go. It helps if I do draw on the right layer, I do think. Ah, Rula Rose. Very good. There. I think that works. Cool. Anyway. While I was in the other room, apparently I ended up fighting something that was either resistant or immune to physical damage. I'm the party's only 2 spellcasters. Wowzers. Sounds like a good time. I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting in my D&D campaign. I mean, there is interesting things. I'm like, is there anything interesting I can talk about without having to give context or getting distracted or something? I don't know. I'm a warlock now. I got catfished into being a warlock. That was fun. Don't have a D&D campaign, so I can't help with this. I'm sorry. I got the 1, and that's more than enough for me. Still have a nice character singing the reserves I refuse to use with this party because she's too nice and I want her to have actual story. Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. You're like, okay, some characters I can just use in anything. Other characters, they're gonna sit right here until I trust a DM to handle them properly. My curse is coming up with characters that are good in concept but awful for actually playing. You know, where they sound like fun, cute characters, but they'd just be like a pain in the ass for DMs to deal with. So I don't use them for anything. It's kind of my curse. My curse is ending campaigns. Well, it's never your fault from what I've experienced, so... It's not your fault, it's more so just an unfortunate occurrence. I need a reference image, actually. You're gonna see the Spotify thing disappear, don't worry about it. Not that one. There we go. Feels like a curse. I mean, yeah, a thing is, though, like, with, like, quote-unquote what I would call new wave D&D, and, like, the resurgence it's had due to, like podcasts and, like, more media focused on it, is that, like, a lot of folks getting into D&D don't realize, like, how hard it is. So it's very easy for, like, you know, if you're like an old D&D player like yourself, I mean old as in like you've done it for a while, not old as in I'm making fun of you. If you're an old D&D player, it's not hard to, like, you know, meet up with people and have like a new DM and then have the poor bitches realize, oh fuck, wait, this is a huge time sink and or like emotional commitment. This is fucking hard kind of thing. Elderly D&D player, yes, from the 80s themselves, 70s. But basically, it's just a thing where I find a lot of people getting into D&D have misconceptions. And I say this as in not you, Paul, are having misconceptions. I mean, like, just people you keep playing with are newer, like, what I would call new wave D&D. And it just doesn't end up working out. Because, I mean, there's no shame in, like, trying to play D&D, finding out you don't like it or have the stamina for it, and then you stop. It doesn't stop it from sucking, but I'm not saying people go into it maliciously. You're just very unlucky, man. Like, at the end of the day, I think from, like, what I know, it just boils down to you're very fucking unlucky. You know? You've got stuck with some very interesting DMs in your time, myself included. My dumbass doesn't have the energy for it. Too old. Too old in the soul, or in the brain, or whatever the fuck. What did I do for the screen of the phone in the original? Nothing. Great. I could, you know what, I think I will literally just slap, like, this onto it. Come here, you. If I'm making this more neon focused, then by God, it's gonna be neon focused. DM myself, I wasn't so much brain. DMing's hard, man, like... People don't realize sometimes, like, you know... Oh, fuck, I immediately canceled what I was gonna do. Some people don't realize. I also just, like, I like DMing, I like making stories, but it's very easy for me to kind of lose it, you know? God damn it, stop that. Just... I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm trying to think. Just very easy for me to, like, lose track of stuff. Because it's, like, a mix of, like, trying to be a team player, but also, like, still trying to tell your story with your world and your narrative. And I just find I've had bad luck with players who, like, I don't want to say impose too much, but too much for my liking, try and derail what I'm trying to say. So, most of the time it's just been circumstances where things don't work out one way or the other. And I just find with my past experiences with DMing, it's not worth it. I like, you know, I like D&D as a creative outlet kind of thing, and DMing was really good for that. But it's hard to have a creative outlet when just shit doesn't work out. So it's just like, I don't know, I'd have to think about it more basically, and if I ever did do DMing again, I'd have to probably set more ground rules or something, I don't know. Sorry about those players. Thank you? I mean, they're not gonna you know what, you're correct, Paul. They're not gonna apologize to me. They left in the wind. That being said, I can't really complain about my players, like, too much. I've been, like, friends with almost all of them. So, like, I don't know. It's a weird thing to say. Because I've been good friends with, like, all of my players at one point or the other. So, like, that's why I always come into it with the view of, like, it's not malicious anytime shit fucks up. It just happens. It's easy for it to happen. D&D is a lot more complex than people give it for in terms of making it work. I'm sorry, I was so stupid and new to D&D back then. Honestly, I think the attempted campaign with, like, you, Link, and Jason was, like, I think it's mainly because we were so much younger and, like, I don't actually remember too much of it from a detail standpoint, but I think it was fine. Like... What the fuck even was the original campaign? Like, I don't even remember. It was God Killer, wasn't it? No. This is what I mean. It was God Killer? Yeah. Because here's the thing, God Killer is so nullified in my memory because I rebooted it into Cat's Cradle, and I cared about Cat's Cradle way more. The one Link made? Yeah, because there's the one Link did and the one I did. Because I remember we switched between them. Okay, great, I had a moment. Give me a minute. Because there's God Killer, or whatever. God, I don't even remember the name of Link's campaign. Was mine God Killer, or was Link's God Killer? I don't remember. I just know that whatever my campaign was became Cat's Cradle, and got a complete fucking modern overhaul. Because I made it canonical that your guys' version still happened in the past, and this was like a reboot sequel way later on. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember a lot of the OG other than, you know, Adrian, Gale, and Neri existing, and then carrying over and fixing a lot of the characters. Yeah, mine was God Killer. I remember this now. Don't remember the name of Link's and for some reason my brain wants to say it was called, like, New Age or something like that. I don't have, it's not named on the Discord or anything like that, so I don't recall, but I want to say it was called New Age or something. Link's very funny mushroom moments. Remember the gay detective? Thanks. Yes, New Age. Perfect. Cool. Yeah. So, like, those were our first attempts at D&D back in, like, what, 2015? Or something like that? 70 years ago? So... I don't know, I don't really remember them that much. Still fond of them, but most of the details are blurred. I remember the gist, some particular bits. Remember yelling at you for eating a mushroom for like 20 fucking minutes. 2017, the year Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra came out. Yes, yes. Yes, I do recall Amore's whole mushroom thing in vivid detail. They're not, it wasn't poison. Hey, in my defense, it wasn't poisonous. It did way worse things to me than poison me. It wasn't poisonous. Let's... Can I check these for poison? Well, they're not poisonous. I eat one. I like that both of you remember the exact wording of the situation. I do not. So the fact you're both like, they're not poisonous. I'm like, oh, that's a bit. That's a line. DNA never stuck hard with me, but at least I got to hear the mushroom debacle and that was all worth it. That made it sound like I hated it all. That's not true. No, I get what you mean. You're like, oh, this is, it's burned in my skull. It was so funny. Yeah. I get what you mean, though. It's just like, yeah, I played D&D. Sure is a tabletop game. Anyway. Me yelling at you for 20 minutes and crying. It was so funny. Everyone hated that. I'm pretty sure Link, like, was still shocked that I even did it, like, just as casually as I did. Listen, some things never change, and me doing things to directly challenge my DM continues to be what I do. SmackCon. Yes. Yes, those two did not get along the best. And then we had Grandpa Charles that we had to take care of. I'll just leave it like that. Yes, I also remember your nat 20. Bane of my existence. Oh yeah, there were twins and I got Bazinga'd. Tragic. Man, y'all's memory is way better than mine. Fuck. I think, to be fair, I only ever did 2 D&D campaigns, that's probably why, but yeah, the Patrick memory of them is still there. Nice. Love to hear it. What fucking song is this? Oh. Anytime something really weird comes on, I should always just assume that it's, hyperspace. Oddly specific memory of more climbing up a tree and growling. Yeah, that was when the mutation thing happened. I remember, like, can you feel a little... I remember someone fucking played that goddamn saxophone solo, and all of us were crying. Like, it was so perfectly timed, too. I do distinctly remember that, now that sleeper ancient memory has been brought up. I do remember this. It was either me or you, Ollie, who played Careless Whisper at one point. I don't remember who it was. Because I know it was me and Ollie in the voice call, and then it was, like... Well, it depends on the campaign, but, like, sometimes it would... Whoever was in the voice call would kind of rotate. I remember that vaguely. So... I want hot pink instead of the purple I had, because it's ugly. An ugly purple, we hate to see it. Also, I chose an ugly yellow for some reason, so we're fixing that too. It was you. Forgot that line, but I remember the exact delivery. I also remember almost dying to a few wolves immediately. Yeah, one of the first things that happened in the fucking thing was us getting mauled by wolves and Amor almost fucking dying. Jesus Christ. That was fun. And the Megalodon. That was so funny. The fact I charmed it successfully, and Link had to, like, break its charm just for plot reasons. That was funny. Watch out, there's creatures. Elder Dracon had a lot of shit at like 0 HP. Yeah, I think... Who was it who survived that? I don't know. Because I know 2 of us died with the shark. Or something like that. Did your mic turn off, or you? It's just my laptop quirking out on me. I don't think it turned off. OBS still says I sure do be talking. I am just sitting here. I can hear you. Cool. My audio wasn't working, I think. Okay, well, I mean, if it's better now, that's good. Art, yes. Art is happening. Yes, Colin grieving or worrying about this woman that she spoke to twice more than her party member that she had been traveling with in universe for like a few months or something like that. Like, we had known each other for at least a small chunk of time. Did not matter. Did not care. So mean to Amor. Colin is a simp. I was a simp. Oh, speaking of Amor, I drew her literally last night. Would you guys like to look at her? I realized I didn't actually post that doodle I did of her. Where is she? There she is. Literally drew her last night. There you go. There's the gal. She's lived on in other stories and different D&D things and forms and stuff. So, but here she is in like her 30s or something. How old was she in the campaign? 19, 20? This is her like late 20s, early 30s in the future. Look at her. Let her go. She's 20? Yeah, she's 20? Okay, yeah, so this is her in her late 20s, early 30s. Into the Amoraverse, kind of, honestly. I usurped her into a different D&D campaign, but we didn't really get that far so that she could actually show up. And then I gave her another redesigned thing literally last night when I was doodling her. So, there's the she. Felt good. Good to see her again, like seeing an old friend. Also, I find it really funny that Godot's theme is playing while I say that. Oh yeah, I drew her. She pretty. Loses an eye. Don't worry about that. I guess I gotta do shading on this now. Hooray! Yeah, something like that. Okay. Was she gonna show up in real life? Yes, she was. She was going to be an endgame character. But we never got that far. I started setting her up a little bit here and there, along with her counterpart, let's say. But we never got to her. It was probably going to be a long while till we got to her. But she was there. She was planned. Redeem stretch. I shall stretch. I swear you always make me miss my gals. I just have that effect, I suppose. Stretch time indeed. There. I start naming some of these layers or something. Packing some layers into folders real quick for my own sanity. Especially once I start shading. Oop. Nope, line art goes there. Phone. Out of curiosity, how do you feel whenever you remember real life? That's kind of the summary of it. The longer it's been, the less I am worried about it, per se. If I can be completely honest, I do not miss it. It ended up being a campaign tangled in a lot of dumb shit, and I was very, very unsatisfied creatively with how everything was going, and I just was not having fun, ultimately. So, it's generally kind of like a feeling of relief, ultimately, and it didn't feel like I was losing as much with Cat's Cradle. Cat's Cradle was a single world murder mystery with a lot of investment in time and clues and characters and arcs. It was a lot of work that I ended up losing that I was very proud and fond of. Real life didn't feel as bad to lose because I was losing some NPCs and some core characters, but a lot of it hinged on world jumping. So instead of having one big, super thought out world that the plot was based in, it was more so a core and then extensions, like mini worlds, mini arcs that weren't as important. So, like, by the end of it, by the time all was said and done, it wasn't as bad for me. You know, Cat's Cradle sucked because it was a lot of work and effort that was squandered by poor players, and then real life just got away from me where I just completely did not enjoy it anymore. So, I know you guys miss it a lot, and I do lament that, but ultimately, if I can be honest, I'm very relieved that the experience is over. I do not plan on returning to DMing anytime soon. I say that all the time, but it is a true statement. Ghost. I named that folder improperly. Let's see. I feel like it's a lot. Yeah, I say it is. It just depends on, I guess, how you go about it. Because you could also just play it a bit more fast and loose and be totally chill. I guess it just kind of depends on what you're going for and everything like that. Motion blur. Not quite like that. I may have some things made. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Valid. Yeah, no, I do agree. Valid. Don't mind me. Just doing some lighting shit because I don't want to have all this on screen while I try and do this. There, get that out of there. Alright. So socially awkward. I feel like I'd end up nervously laughing through the whole thing. Yeah, I feel that. You're just like, ah, fuck, I'm supposed to be the one with answers. Wild. I am so extremely sad right now, man. Hi, Chelsea. What's up? What, quite an entrance. How you doing, my dear? I just gotta go. Actually, have a good rest of your stream. See ya, Ollie. Oh, they kill. Oh no, they killed your boy. Killed your game. That sucks, though. I can't say I'm super surprised because I can imagine why that happened, but still fucked up. copyrighted all the audio. Part of me wishes I could be hearing this in person right now. Touhou. You're right, Touhou is legally. No, you're right, you were telling me about that. Ooh. E. That is indeed rough, buddy. All audio longer than 6 seconds. Ah, I see. They did a good old copyright purge. Helps them from getting sued. Fucked up though. That was kind of like your game, TM. You know, ironically, I was actually thinking about that earlier. It wasn't tamed by the got fucking Thanos snapped. Eey. Yeah, that's definitely gonna fuck up a lot of things. I was actually thinking about you and your funky little rhythm game earlier, actually. I think I had a Friday Night Funkin' mod track playing in the background, and I was just thinking about how I haven't seen/heard you play that game in a while. Apparently, you know, the monkey's paw curled, and I sure did get you talking about it. Theoretically, I got you talking about it again. That fucking... Jesus. That's so funny. I was thinking about it earlier, and then whoops. Sigh. Literally just happened today. Paul's right, it didn't happen on a Friday. With my brain fucking up words. I don't know. I've been feeling ill for the past few days, and this is making it worse. Aww. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, at least you don't have to go to class tomorrow. Perks of the Wednesdays and such. Just stomach sick knock. I figured. Your body does like to reject you at inopportune times, so I just assumed it was the regular bout of illness. Might be hard to tell. Could try gravel, that might help. That might help. Give it a shot. Might make you feel a little bit better. Oh, Chelsea, I know I didn't see you today because you weren't in class, but Jay bought a caramel bar today, and it made me think of you. uh. Yeah, it was only 4 of us, including me and Jay, in class today. Well, Naomi was there, but Naomi had to leave early. But, you know, for the bulk of the day, it was just 4 of us in there, so it was pretty laid back. So I didn't go in, but then I was like, oh wow, I'm actually exhausted. I'm gonna stay home and think about mental health day or something. That does sound like it was a good idea. God, this song is so fucking good. Devil May Cry 5 had no fucking or is it 6? 5 or 6. Either way, it has no right to have such a fucking good song. Why did Nero get such a fucking bop, you know? Even though Summer Gate is giving me spawn anxiety. I think you'll be okay. I'm no expert, though. I'm not a doctor, as they say. But appendicitis. Usually if that is something you are worried about, my dear, usually it's not your stomach. It is your sides, not your stomach. Your stomach would not be involved in the equation. Also, yes, you are correct, Nero does deserve it. It was so good, I want to play it again. I kind of want to play it, but I'm not a huge DMC fan. I'm not fan, but like, fan in the sense that I don't have experience with the series. I think you're alright, Chelsea. I don't mean that in a condescending, you're worrying too much way. I mean that more so in a heartfelt, I think you are alright. That being said, if it persists and you're worried about it, we can always talk about it later. And, you know, my favorite suggestion, go to a doctor. The feral side reads too much WebMD. The feral part of your brain, Chelsea, is WebMD. So it doesn't read too much of it. It is that website. Because there's so many memes about, like, you type one thing into WebMD, and it's just like, ah, you're dying. I mean this in the most loving way possible, obviously. That is that side of your brain. when they feel different. It's like, shit, I don't like this. Yeah, no, I feel you. I have that with some of my quote-unquote underlying conditions, where it's just like, I know what this usually feels like, and then something new happens, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. What do you mean there's more? I don't like how there's a time bomb on my intestines. That's understandable. Yeah. Yep. That is a completely understandable thing to not enjoy. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. Wait a minute. Come here. So besides the ongoing issues, Chelsea, how's your day been? Did you work on anything today? Or did you just take full break day? I will use a different brush for this, actually. Oh, that's not the layer for that. Ooh. Gotta love the eye sparkles. Nothing like slapping highlights on a piece to make me enjoy it more. Don't know even why I started doing that, like doing like such highlights and stuff on like my more finished work, but Can't complain. Can't argue with results, as they say. Do they make sense? Actively, no. But do they look funky? Absolutely. Oops, that's definitely the wrong layer. There you go. God, fucking more of Oda's stupid fucking music. Man, fuck that guy. Not again, please. It's a different song, it's fine. Clearly. Oh, Clip Studio, please just save. Oh, thank God. So don't let this be the time that you decide that, you don't want to save and just die. That'd just be rude. Current mood is, do I be lazy about this, or do I actually... Or should I just actually shade this properly? Kind of want to be lazy. I'll just switch back to highlights while I decide if I'm being lazy or not. Because if I want to be lazy, I'll blend this, and if I don't want to be lazy, I'll clean up the cell shading. But I kind of want to be lazy. This is probably going to look better if I don't blend it, because I like the shading ranges. I don't want to have to clean it. Because that seems annoying. Let me save. Yeah, I'll save and then I'll do a blended version, see if how much I like or don't like it. I'm gonna do a lazy version first. Does this look good, like, if you blend it at all? Kind of. Thinking emoji. Let's save this as a separate version, just in case I want to go back to the cell shaded version. But for now. Oop, wrong one. Hmm. Oh, fucking goddamn it. Oh, there we go. I was like, why does part of him feel way too bright? And it's probably because I didn't have a layer of shading on. That might do it. There we go. God, Hypnospace, you have such weird fucking music. I'll play that game someday. It's on the back burner. That song was doing something to my brain. Oh, as it does. Oh, I should add highlights to the phone, actually. I haven't shaded or highlighted the phone. Just kind of forgot. workout. Oh, there you go. Comparison. Oh, yes, my logo. I should probably grab that before I forget. Let's see. Jesus Christ. Oh, Mori, please. Fuck, that scared me. The song got angry. The fucking beat skips. There we go. Oh, Clip Studio. Don't you dare. Okay. Just like, don't you fucking do it. I'll kill you. No, that's fine. Technically, I would have had a backup anyway, because I saved a separate version of this. But still, don't even joke about that, you stupid art program. Casually. There we go. But yeah, there we go. So that one's done. Funky. Okay, I know I just finished it, but I want to see something. What if I don't know, how do I feel about this if I just really quickly. Where are you? There you are. God, looking at this on my other screen is so jarring because the colors are so much worse from my tablet, my laptop. It looks so much worse on my laptop. But anyway, back to what I was looking at. Danganronpa music has something about it that just sounds weird. Yeah, it's like, not droning is not quite the word, but it's very distinct. Alright, so that's done. Alright, let's see. Don't look at that. It's necessarily bad. Or it's not necessarily bad, but there's something about it. Emotes. I'm not good at emotes. Brain couldn't think about much for these bad boys. Stare. Let me get my reference up for my boy. Need to finish his other design bits from that at some point. My boy. I guess I should get BB too. Where did I put BB? Oh no, I'm gonna have to fucking scrounge through files. December. It was December BB time. Oh, December was BB time. Come here. There. BB. Little mans. Guess what brush I want to use for these. It's my usual. There we go. I'll go with my usual line art brush, I guess. Ironically, I call it my usual, but it's not the brush I just used on the piece I just did. Here, actually, I'm gonna BRB and go grab a beverage. Make another tea or something that isn't tea. And I'll go do that real quick. and then I will come back from that. Yes, I shall do that. I can retweet and whatever. The link. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, I will be back shortly. Give me like 5 to 10. Hello. I return. Back from the BRB void with hot chocolate and toast. Just really quickly retweeting that I'm still going. There we go. Alright. Anyway, it's emote time. There we go. These probably shouldn't take that long. They're not exactly very big or detailed. Bonkus, yes. He gets bonked. Just thinking about how I might try and make a little GIF or animation with BB at some point to use for something. Because I created him, but I don't currently really have a use for him. I'm too fond of my, my Kirby notifications to switch those to BB notifications currently. What color should, like, the hammer be? It's like gray. Oops. I don't have it on hand, but there's always this, like, magenta color I shade a lot of my pixel art with. Oops. No, not that. Color matching it to my sprite. Is it something like that? Darker. I'll just go with that. That's close enough. Oh, fuck yeah. I love when a Yakuza song just comes out of fucking nowhere. God, Yakuza music shouldn't slap so hard, but it really does. Amazing. Yeah, go over here. There's no rhyme or reason to how I line anything. Ooh. Nice thing about these is that they're like very quick to work on. They do not take long to finish. I am coloring the line art layer. God, I almost didn't catch that. Was I? Wait, was I? Oh, I wasn't, but something happened. That was weird looking. God, I thought I was for a second because I glanced over. Oh, wasn't coloring the line art layer. Some other different fuckery happened. Either way, I undid it because I didn't want it. Fuck. Totally thought I was coloring the line art layer for a second. Crisis averted, we're fine. Also, it's funny, Dame Dame Man. Ah, it's the meme song. Of course. God, for a while... Sorry. For a while, when I was playing so much Yakuza 7, I could totally sing this song in English for a while. Like, whenever I'd hear this version, like the Japanese version sung by Kiryu, all I could think of was the English version sung by Namba in my head. I could totally, for the period of like a month, let's say, I could totally just sing the English version of this. I don't remember it now, obviously, because I haven't played 7 that much. But fuck. I just remembered that, and it hit me like a truck. I don't know, that's really funny to me. The song in English is wild. It's really weird. Like, after... Just give it a listen, that'll help you remember. I'm good. I also don't think the 7 soundtrack is on Spotify, I'll be honest. I haven't looked in a while, but I don't think it was there. I would love to listen to Greg Chun in his dulcet tones sing the funny meme song. I have no idea. I don't either. Legit. Haven't checked in a hot minute. Could be there. I don't think it is. I love the English like versions of these songs from 7. Cause like, I wouldn't call... Well, I mean, I feel like most of the voice actors are pretty decent, like, singers. except for Ichiban's. He's a bit rough around the edges, but in a very charming way, you know? Or I'm like, this fits your character that you sing just like slightly off key. He's doing his best, I'm sure. It's not bad. It's just, you can definitely tell there's that like cultural thing of how Japanese actors are kind of expected to be more like jack of all trades and be able to like sing and do a whole bunch of stuff, while that's not really like a same expectation for English voice actors. Cause like Japanese voice actors put their whole tid and ass into singing their Yakuza songs, and they're all quite good at it. And then the English cast, you can tell that some of them haven't done singing before, you know? Which is very funny to me. Also, don't mind the sounds of me eating toast. I do realize it's directly next to the microphone, but do your best not to mind it. Yes, good song. Have not played Donut County. Know jack all about Donut County, but God, does it have a tasty soundtrack. This one's pretty good. This is a good emote sketch. The face cracks me up. It does look great, thank you. Whoop. Whoop. Nope. Oop. Oh, fuck's sakes. There we go. Terrifying.
Oops.
Oop, that's size 12. Absolutely not. So once I finish this, I will... Oop, nope. I will probably call it a night and worry about posting that art I did and getting these emotes uploaded. Going for a while. Yeah, probably about 4 hours by the time I wrap things up. As much as I love creepy Amore music, I don't want to listen to it right now. More Yakuza beats. There we go. Finished some lads, some emotes. So I'll test those, see how they look and everything like that. I'm not used to making such small emotes or drawings or anything, so I try to do it so that, like, even if they're small, you can still kinda see them. So we'll see how that goes. Can't believe Adate is taking up one of my emotes. I think he'll stick around, because why not? I think it's funny. His smug little face. Ah. Oh, why am I so sunk? I'm so low. Oop, nope. Why are you so low? Get up here, you. So confused. Why are you so low down? Or feels very low down, maybe not, but live adjustments, don't mind me. Yeah, that's good enough. Maybe not even that low, just feels like it. You know, I'm gonna invade the chat box slightly. Oh, it's the other funny haha Yakuza meme song. Love to hear it. Well, anyway, I'm done. So, I got the illustration done and I got the emotes done. Hey! I don't think I'll work on anything else tonight. It's basically midnight. So, I'll probably crash. I don't know if I'll stream art tomorrow, too. Like, during the day while I'm doing my work period during my classes. I'm kind of getting into doing that, but I don't know if I will tomorrow or not. Depends on what I end up working on. Part of me is still deciding whether or not I want to go into my lab tomorrow and work on 3D model stuff in a gallery thing I'm doing. Like the 3D scene. So, not sure. Might go in, might not. If I don't go in, I'm feeling up to it, I might chill and stream more art stuff tomorrow. Got a handful of things I can work on finishing. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Goodbye.